Now joined by 2025 three-star McIntosh tight end, Hollis Davidson. Hollis is rated the number 360 player nationally and a top 20 tight end in the 2025 class. Hollis, welcome into the At-Large Bid Bearcats pod.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. I had some family come down. It was good.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
still recovering from all the food?
yeah, man, I just had a plate earlier. Like right before I hopped on here, I had a plate.
Right. What's your favorite Thanksgiving side or just dish?
I like the mashed potatoes.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mashed
Yeah,
potatoes are a good one for
yes,
sure.
sir.
So let's talk a little bit about you. So you've got offers from pretty much every conference out there: SEC, Big Ten, Big 12, ACC. Some of those schools include Auburn, UC, Duke, Florida, Florida State, Louisville, Tennessee, Penn State. The list goes on. What has this recruiting process been like for you?
I mean, it's been wild. It's been crazy because I wasn't really like I started playing football my freshman year, and
Mm,
I didn't really get much. I didn't get any looks freshman year, and then I didn't really get any looks sophomore year either because I really hadn't grown into my body yet. And
mm.
then this year, like over the summer, I feel like I made a pretty big jump from where I was, and I really grew into my body and started learning how to really play football. And then everything just blew up. Like it's been great. I'm really thankful.
So you've gone on some unofficial visits to date. What have those visits taught you and helped you as far as how this recruiting process is playing out?
It's really showed me it's taught me like the right questions to ask because I didn't really know
Mm,
what to ask when I was coming into all this, and
yeah,
now like I know to ask like what type of personnel they run, like how many, like a whole bunch of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so like it makes it a lot easier for me to not just go and watch a game, but to actually understand like what the coaches are saying and see if I can see myself there, see myself there. but
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me think. It's really nice meeting these coaches in person because it shows if they're just over the phone, they're trying to just like get me to their game and then not talk to me, or if they're really like interested in getting me on their team.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
you're hearing a lot of different recruiting pitches on these visits.
hmm
What are you personally looking for at the next level, and not only a coaching staff but also a program?
I'm looking for, so from a coaching standpoint, I really like I'm the biggest thing is relationships to me. Like
Mm,
what if we're in touch as much as we can. Like if you seem to care about me, like I care about you. Like you let me know what's going on in your life. I like you know what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
it's like building the actual relationship because I'm gonna be coached by that coach every single day. And besides that, I want to major in business, so a pretty good a good business school. And then I really like I'm looking for like a good brotherhood of a team,
Mm,
you know, because like it doesn't have to be like super big. It doesn't have to be super small. Like I don't really care about size too much,
right.
but as long as like the team really like works together and they're like brothers, like I feel like I would fit in there well.
So you visited Cincinnati on November 5th. We got a chance to talk before the game. Let's recap that visit a little bit. How did things go for you?
It was great. I got some pictures. Like I really enjoyed that. Me and my little brother, we got some pictures. I really enjoyed Coach Stepp and how detailed he was with me. Like he pulled me out of one of the rooms and took me into the tight end room, and he was talking to
Mhm.
me a whole bunch about how their offense works and giving me a whole bunch of history about them, and like talking to me and my family, me, my dad, and my brother. Like he was really personal with me, and I really enjoyed that. And then the environment was great, and I really appreciate the entire recruiting team and the recruiting staff that and what they did for me. They showed a lot of hospitality, and I just thank them. It was a really good time.
So you brought up Coach Stepp. He's a guy that's kind of been in and on you for a while.
Mhm.
What's that relationship like with him?
I'm he's like I'm really close with Coach. Like if I need something, I
Yeah.
can text him. If I got a question about anything, I can text him. I can call him whenever, and he'll answer. Like, and that's pretty big to me because
Mhm.
like I'm gonna be coached by that coach every single day. I want
Right.
to see like that he likes me and that I like him. Like you know what I'm saying. And so like Steps really been there for me the third offer, because Cincinnati was my third offer. He's been there. He's been there for me since then, and I really appreciate the relationship we have.
You also brought up the UC recruiting staff. Anytime I talk to commits or recruits, they bring up how genuine this staff seems in building those relationships. Is that something you picked up on your visit as well?
Definitely. I talked to Lynn Davenport a whole bunch, and then there was Coach Cass, and then we had Smitty come and take us from the stadium back to our hotel on a golf cart. Like they were just, yeah, genuine is the word, because they didn't seem like they were putting on a fake face for anything.
So what is when I turn on your film, I see a big athletic kid. You're primarily used in the pass game, but you've also shown to be a willing blocker outside on screens and end arounds. How would you describe yourself as a player, and what are these staffs telling you how they want to use you at the next level?
As a player, I feel like I'm a good balanced tight end. Like I don't get the most opportunities. We don't line up in any me on the line. Like like the farthest I've got is me at like an H-back, but I don't get too many opportunities to go and block. But when I do get the opportunities, I love to block. Like I will go out of my way to block, and I really enjoy it. And then I've worked the pass game a whole bunch during my season, so I feel like I've got that down for sure. But there's always more to learn. There's always more to work on, and these coaches are talking about me being like a great like dual threat, blocking and pass receiving and tight end, because of the energy I bring on the field, and I feel like I would fit really well like a dual threat tight end.
Are you more comfortable playing outside, or do you like being in on the line if that's what they want you to do at the next level?
I mean, I'm comfortable in slot right now, in the slot position, but I mean, I'm fine on the line. Like I've lined up down in 3-point, and I'm fine firing off the ball. Like I feel good about everything. So wherever coach thinks I need to be, I'd love to play.
You mentioned kind of just recently starting to grow into your body and that 6'5", 6'6" frame you have. How have you seen yourself develop and progress in all facets of the game?
It's so over the summer, I was at a West Virginia camp, and I weighed 198, and this was over this summer, and so I was skinny. Like I was not big. I don't even know, but I was small, and I was 6'4", 198, and then this season comes around. The beginning of the season, I get measured by Ben Moore with 24/7 Sports. I got measured 6'6", 220, and right now I'm 6'6", 224, 225. And I feel like I've really learned how to like use my body, and I've worked on route running a lot too, and like getting down to the specifics of route running. And I feel like if I can really improve on that, and just really improve on the route running with my size, I feel like I could be a pretty good threat. And sorry about that. And
that's all right.
And I'm running track this year too, to work on explosiveness and speed. And I just feel like with all those combining and my build, I feel like I could reach a pretty high ceiling.
Do you have your school basketball coaches reaching out to you, trying to get you to come play?
Yeah, a whole bunch. I actually, yeah, of course. But I used to play soccer. I played soccer my entire life since I was 4. I played goalkeeper, and that's where everybody thinks the hands came from, which I'm pretty sure they did. But so I played soccer my whole life, and McIntosh is like really good at soccer. Like we're known for being good at soccer.
Yeah.
And so I'm not playing this year to really focus in on football. And of course, like that's taken an impact, because all the other sports, they want me to play for them, but I really love football. So I want to see if I can reach my maximum ceiling with football by doing everything I can to reach it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You mentioned McIntosh. You guys are class 5A down there in Georgia. Yes, Georgia's obviously loaded with talent. UC's kind of utilized that in their 2024 class with all of the commits from Georgia.
Yeah.
How do you think playing that level of competition has helped you with your development over these past couple years?
I think it's been great. Yeah, Georgia has some tough ball. I mean, I can't really compare it to other states, but I know it's tough down here.
Yeah.
And with the weather too, it gets really hot, and I mean, of course, it's hard playing in the heat. Like when you're sweating, you got to drink a whole bunch of water. You'll cramp, stuff like that. So it really it'll toughen you up. And playing good competition, I really love to compete. Like that's why I'm not too concerned about if a team's 11 or 12 personnel. I mean, I'd like for it to be 12 more because it'd be easier to get on the field. But if it's
Right.
11, I'm fine with it because I really love to compete. And so I feel like that's been doing doing me a lot and getting better. If you
Have
understand.
you have you had any interaction with any of the Georgia commits from that 24 class? I know Quavo Sabor plays at Kel, which is 5A down there.
I have not had any interactions with them, no, but I've seen everything on
Okay.
all medias, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Cincinnati's been pulling in not even just Georgia commits, but they've been getting some high rated commits over in the 24, and I've seen some 25 show interest, but I saw that I don't know where that QB's from, that top 15 QB that y'all just had committed.
Zeb Kinsey
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or 24 class would be Samaj Jones.
Oh yeah, Samaj. And then I did see the 25 QB as well. I think he's a 3-star, right?
Yeah, Zeb Kinsey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So y'all are pulling in the right guys.
Yeah. So let's get to know you a little bit. Who are you on the field and off the field?
On the field, I just have a lot of energy. I love football, so my
Yeah.
adrenaline is always running whenever I'm on that field. Like, yeah, I love playing football. And off the field, I've taken a lot of time to focus on school because I'm not playing soccer this year.
Yeah.
So I work a job. I work at a car wash down the street. So I do that, and then I love to lift. I work out all the time. I'm probably gonna go lift after this, and so I really just all I do. I used to just play football and lift, but now I'm
Yeah.
doing. I mean, schoolwork, of course, but now I'm
Right.
just doing some more schoolwork and lifting, and then I'm waiting for track, and then I'm gonna play some 7-on-7, and I don't really know when I'm gonna play 7-on-7 yet, and I need to decide because
Yeah.
tryout like the start of December, but yeah, I'm just waiting on sports right now, and I'm just living life.
What's your go-to pregame playlist? Like, do you have a favorite artist or anything that you're listening to in the gym or
Yeah.
pregame?
Let me think, because there's a lot of ways that you could go. I like a lot of like Atlanta rap. That's
Okay.
that's what I like to listen to before my games.
All right.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's just finish with a couple more things. What's your off season look like over this next, 4 or 5 months? Obviously, you're gonna have, junior
Hmm.
days coming up. What are your plans as far as, maybe future visits and what you're gonna do heading into next spring and summer?
So I'm I'm what's it called? I'm going back to Auburn this weekend
Okay.
because my parents, so my mom hasn't gone on any of the visits with me, and this is the last weekend for visits.
Okay.
And so her parents and their parents, so her parents and her grandparents both all graduated from Auburn, and so we figured we could bring her down for the Iron Bowl, and she'd enjoy that. She hasn't gone on
Yeah.
any visits yet, so we're going down there, and then I don't have any. The only junior day I have like set in stone right now. I do have Cincinnati. I told Stepp today that I'm gonna be down there on the 27th,
Okay.
and so I'll be down there, and then I wanna. I've seen a lot of the schools that I'm really like. I feel like I'm seeing a good amount of schools right now,
Yeah.
and then I want to go see Miami sometime, and I'd like to meet some of these coaches that are going to come and see me in December, and so I can get a good view of where we're at. You know what I'm saying
Right.
with relationship and how they want me, where I am on their tight end board. But I don't have any officials planned or any other junior days besides Cincinnati right now. I'm just I'm waiting right now because I feel like I got some time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're a 25 kid. You still have all of next summer and then your senior year. Do you have an ideal timeline of when you'd like to release a top 5 or top 10, whatever it is you feel, and then a good time frame for when you'd like to ultimately be committed?
So I want to get down to um, I want to get down to one or two more schools for junior
Mm,
days. So probably after January, I will have a top 5 come out because I want to see two more schools before I make any decisions, because I got two schools on the table that I want to make sure that I can weigh into the other schools. So I'll see them, and then I'll probably release the top 5 then. And I do think that I'll end up committing before the officials, I want to say. But I mean, you never really know, because I just want to make sure I find the right fit. I know I'll probably release the top 5 after I get out for some junior days, but I can't really say too well for committing, because if I find the fit, then I find the fit. You know? Yes, sir.
Well, Hollis, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll let you get back to your Thanksgiving leftovers, and definitely appreciate you coming on, man. And I look forward to continuing to follow your recruitment.
All right. Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good weekend.
You too, sir.